And when you speak to Syrians here, when you speak to people who've managed to flee across the border into Turkey, when we've crossed into Idlib over the past months and spoken to people there, one, they're absolutely terrified. They're putting their children to sleep every night, not knowing if they're going to be safe, if they're going to wake up alive in the morning. These are people that have already been through horrific situations. A lot of people in Idlib have already fled other parts of Syria where they've fled fighting, where they've already lost family members. And the second thing they'll tell you is they have no faith whatsoever in any of these meetings, the Geneva talks, the Astana talks, or agreements by the international community. They feel like they've been left on their own. Despite that, though, yes, you did see after Friday prayer people taking to the streets in Idlib 8 years on, still calling for the fall of the regime. So what you've got in Idlib at the moment is some 3 million people, many of whom have fled other parts of Syria, who are absolutely adamant that they are still opposed to the Assad regime. They don't want the regime to take control, but at the same time you have lots of different factions on the ground that are also a threat to civilians. So civilians are caught between the regime that are pushing in now on Idlib in the south and potentially going to be trying to push even further, and civilians caught between these various factions that have control in the other parts of Idlib. And it's a very, very dangerous situation indeed.